I want to go back to the phone lines, talk to Grady in Wallingford, Kentucky. Hi, Grady.
Hi, Hank. I've listened to you for many years, and you're such a blessing. I really, as the other callers have said, we really appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
My question is, probably 5 or 6 years ago, I relocated for a career change, and we had peace about it, felt like it was the right thing to do for our family, and moved actually to Kentucky. And my wife, longtime resident of Texas, agreed to the move as well, never lived outside of the state. My question is, I was able a couple of years ago to transfer back to Texas with my job, and felt like it was the right thing to do for the family to go back. And we've been trying to sell our house for a couple of years now, and I'm wondering now maybe God's will for us was to stay where we're at and not go to Texas because we're having such a hard time trying to sell our home. And, I just want to know, how do you know when you're in the will of God or if you're thwarting your plans, instead of God's plans?
Yeah, well, we don't see everything clearly, and so we make mistakes. But the beautiful thing is that we are promised something in unequivocal terms, and that is, all things work together for good to those that love the Lord and are the called according to His purposes. And therefore, even when we do make mistakes, God can use those mistakes for good and for His greater glory, and we can be blessed in the meantime. But remember, here's what goes on. In life, we have one challenge after another. You never get rid of the challenges. I can promise you that. Whether you're rich or whether you're poor, whether you're old or whether you're young, there's always another set of challenges. The only place we get rid of those is in the graveyard. As long as we're among the living, we're going to face challenges. So the issue now becomes not whether we have challenges, but how we deal with those challenges. And God uses the difficult circumstances in life to humble us, to make us dependent on Him, to draw us closer to Him. If we were on the mountaintop all the time, we would probably grow tepid in our faith because we would not recognize our deep reliance on the Lord. It's so easy as human beings to start feeling self-sufficient and give lip service to our need for the Lord. But I can tell you, God has kept me in a circumstance, but always being dependent on Him. And as a result of that, I still wonder, Lord, you've been faithful in the past, you're going to be faithful in the future. And of course, I know what the answer is, but I've got to go through these experiences to have that continually reinforced in my mind. I feel that with the ministry so often as well. We minister all over the world. It takes resources, and sometimes when we're short on funds, I wonder, Lord, are you going to provide? And I forget, to my own shame, how many times in the past I can look back and see God's hand of providence and that He meets the need in exactly the way that need should be met. And in the process shapes me and makes me a more able servant in His vineyard. And that's the process we go through. So that's why I say God works all things together for good, even when we miss it. He's got a plan and a purpose, and He can take the lemons and turn them into lemonade in terms of our growth for His glory.